Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And you might notice that above my head is Tim, functioning. I'd like to say that I figured out what the solution was, but no, it just started randomly working. When I loaded the world, it was working. I don't know why. Perhaps there was an update and I missed it. Anyway, I also, while I was at it, I moved Igor over there, so he's kind of out of the way and not cramping our style at the front of the space station here. So we can just walk right up, not worry about it. It's all good. I really need to do something about the patchwork craziness of the bottom of the tower's colors, but I don't feel like it. So we have a few things to do today. The first one is a comment I got a few different times, just people smarter than me, saying, hey, you might solve the shaking problem by actually connecting the connector on the bottom. So I put this connector in, but instead of using the one on the piston, just have a connector on the bottom that it can just sit on. And that makes a whole bunch of sense. So we're going to do that really quickly. It does mean making a couple of small changes. That, and I don't think I can actually place this here because I think something might be in the way. Not sure what it is, but easy solution. We just need to lift this thing up and set it back down again. And it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Turn on our thrusters and bring this up. There's also a couple of other reasons I want to get this up and out of the way. A user by the name of LvlLord has put together a little script that I had kind of mentioned earlier on that might be handy. And that is, this script determines not just whether the tower is in range, but the actual distance from the tower, and increases and decreases the power of the thrusters based on the distance away. It's smart enough to not just turn on and off, but to actually use the right amount of thrust. And he claims that this will actually work all the way up to 1,000 meters a second, I believe. Now, far more than I actually need, because my maximum speed for this thing, I think, is 200 meters a second. So we're not going to need anything more than that. But it does require one thing that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to deliver. And that is, it uses cameras to identify its distance from the tower, and all the cameras need to be the same distance from the tower. And as you know, my sensors are not only at different distances, but they're not even at the same height. Actually, I might be able to get away with this different heights, but they have to be the same distance. And this one over here is the big troublemaker on that one, because we've got this whole, like, thing going on. I wonder if I were to remove these wheels and I actually put in a full block right here, and I put the camera there. Well, one way or another, I don't think we need these wheels anymore. I'm going to go ahead and remove them all. We can put them back if we need to. Whoops. Igor. Here, I got some more for you. Yeah, see, I can actually see the connector there, so it shouldn't be a problem to just set this back down. And then turn off our thrusters. And then I kind of want to go look at it before I lock it. Yeah, that's pretty well lined up, I'd say. Cool. Absolutely zero shakes. Beautiful. That makes me happy. If I replace this block here with a full-size block, then that would be the same as this block here. And then that would be the same as having a block here, which would be the same as this block there. That seems reasonable. So one there, one there. Apparently I can't put one there, so we're going to have to lift off again. An unknown signal, I don't care. Excellent. Okay, so we have connectors, or we have cameras, and these are our 4 cameras that all need to be part of a group called distance sensors. And let's co-opt this alignment PB. Okay, so he sent me the script. I can just paste it in. Ray trace for camera needs to be activated. We'll need a... What does that even mean? I'm going to change this to SSDT distance sensors. Get rid of this other one. And then distance thrusters. And let's edit this. Okay. Okay, go ahead and check code. Remember an exit. And it looks like... Oh, it's already figured out which one's which. And it's running itself. I mean, is it working? I don't know. He also said that you can create a control panel. Oh, let me get rid of this sound block. And he said it should be just called LCD panel. Okay. Let's see if we have to recompile this. Why is that off? Oh. Let's recompile. Caught exception during execution. Object reference not set to an instance object. I think maybe I'm going to need to actually do some of these other things. So a control station, I think he means this. So this is called my flight seat. I'm just going to go ahead and call it the flight seat. Let's name that flight seat. And then gyroscope 1. Sure, why not? Oop. Ah, darn it. That's not what I wanted to do. So we'll go ahead and just rename this one to gyroscope 1. Let's see what happens if we do this. Hey, that looks better. It's doing all kinds of things. And then it stopped. Let me make sure that my sensors are turned off. The distance sensors, just turn them off. I don't want them controlling that at all. That could cause problems. Okay, that seems a little simpler. And then let's try changing this. Betting I need to actually... Yeah, that's what I thought. Show text on screen. There we go. Nice. Make the font size a little bigger. All right. Ooh. That wasn't too bad. Let's see if we can, like, break this thing now. Unlock. And then we're going to go up. He did say to test this in a creative world and not in my real world. But I don't believe in that. Let things go horribly wrong. I'm okay with that. Okay, so this went horribly wrong. What's the issue? So this thing is trying to push. That thing's really trying to push. Oh, I bet I know what happened. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, he's showing that it's trying to go backward as hard as it can, and it can't. So let's turn this off. Apparently, hang on, distance thrusters, no thrust override. There we go. I think we didn't start centered enough, maybe? Okay, so let's try this again. Alignment PB on. What if I mess with one of the gyros? Will it auto-adjust? Not so much. So if I just start going up, yeah, you can see I'm starting to drift quite a bit. As a matter of fact, we're kind of stuck. Well, that didn't work. I probably broke this. So I'm going to go ahead and... Wait a minute. Oh, jeez. Oh, I feel dumb. I feel really, really dumb. I turned off the wrong ones. I meant to turn these sensors off. Okay, let's turn those off and make sure his are on. And now let's turn... Oh, wow, that's doing a whole different thing. Definitely got it right, left and right, but not so much forward and backward. Okay, I had a feeling that part of the issue might be... might have been that if they get too far off, then these cameras can't see the, they can't see the right part of the tower. So now they're actually sensing the proper part of the tower, and they should somewhat stay level. Shall we take a trip to the top of the tower? Ooh, I like that. The alliteration is lovely. Take a trip to the top of the tower. Take a trip to the top of the tower. Take a trip to the top of the tower. Try it. It's fun. Take a trip to the top of the tower. I'm probably forgetting something, but I say we take a trip to the top of the tower. Excellent. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it while the sun is still up. That's not running. Why is that not running? Because it needs to be recompiled. Because my crazy world breaks everything. Alright, let's see. Beautiful. So I'm just going to feather the vertical thrusters, just hitting the space bar a little at a time to kind of keep it around 200 meters a second. We're already at 7,000, or 7 kilometers, really. We're losing atmosphere. We're down to 0.6 G. We're having no problems with hydrogen whatsoever. We're at a third of a G, less than a third of a G, and we only have 80%, or we're only down to 80% hydrogen. Uh-oh. I think we passed Midway Station. I didn't even notice. Did we break something? We may have broken something because I couldn't breathe anymore. I don't see anything damaged. Oh. We didn't break anything. I just forgot to close one of the doors, so we had no oxygen. Okay, we're good now. Sometimes I'm dumb. I should probably group all the doors. And off we go again. By the way, we did not lose any alignment. This alignment script is working perfectly now that I haven't screwed it up. Thank you very much, LvlLord. I love it. It's becoming easier and easier to stay above 190 meters per second as we have very little gravity. And we must have passed Midway Station without me even noticing, which is great. I think at about 35... I need to be careful. Actually, hang on. Yeah, I can just zoom in. I can't even see Almost Station. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So let's keep an eye on that. Ooh, we're getting close enough that I definitely want to start slowing down. Uh-oh. Please slow down. Please slow down faster. Please, please don't do this. Oh. That was bad. That was completely my own fault. Yeah, that's bad stuff right there. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my. That's my death right there. Oh, oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh, there goes the... Wait a minute. No, I didn't die. I'm fine. By the way, I'm going to really quickly save this as a different save so I can restore, because I really don't want to deal with that. Oh, no. You know what? We're going to come up here, and we're going to follow some of that down in spectator mode. Because this is about to get really entertaining. Well, that's interesting. The MBT, along with a pretty decent chunk of the base. Now, how did that escape the base? Oh, and the MBT's trying to slow it down. Oh, that's hilarious. Honestly, there's a decent chance that I could catch up with that, and the MBT might actually be able to lift that chunk of the base. Maybe. Probably not. There's a lot of material in those cargo bays. Yeah, there's no way that the MBT is going to be able to stop this. It's interesting how far away from the tower it's getting. I mean, it's going to land way out there. This is falling pretty quick. What is that? It's just a merge block. Some random merge block. I halfway expect there to be raining. Well, that could take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out. Oh, beautiful. Where am I? I'm at 12,000. Perfect. Okay. That was a great place to save. So really, we don't need to do anything except for the one thing that I keep forgetting to do. I'm going to take a blueprint. I'm also going to close this door when I come back. There it is. Details, rename SSDT S3E32. All right. So now we have a blueprint. And let's head back inside. Close that. And we can actually take off the helmet. That's still running. And I think this time, let's start slowing down a little sooner, huh? All right. Looking up. Spacebar. I have no fear of going 100 meters a second. I do, however, need to make sure to kind of just feather that a little bit. Now, there is another nice trick for this, for not wasting hydrogen by maxing out the top speed, and that is to use an override. And right on your hotbar there, you can just increase and decrease the override. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, did you see that? See, this time I actually saw a midway station, and it actually adjusted the rotation and the position just automatically. Like, no big deal. Just easy as pie. Oh, the script is beautiful, LvlLord. Thank you. Like, it's hard to believe that it's just that easy. Look at how exact that is. I think we're definitely going to need some more ion thrusters, though. Because it takes, like, 8 kilometers to stop. Now, I can still keep going till about, I'd say about 30. And then I'm going to try and keep it at a fairly low speed. Because as entertaining as it was to watch everything explode, I don't really want to do it again. Okay, here's almost station. Didn't even care. It's like, and it's just almost station. Not a big deal. All right, nice and slow. Come on. How is that not locked in? Well, one way or another, let's go ahead and connect this up. Ooh. Well, we can push the piston out, and maybe the magnetic force will push it into place so that it does its merge block thing. Maybe? Not so much? Oh. The merge block is off. Now it's on. Now it merges. Oh, yes, I know. You lost all your oxygen because you merged. Then we have to wait for it to recalculate. All right. Switch lock. We are locked in. And now we should be able to walk from here. Okay, can't walk from here. But I can travel up here. What? Oh, there was no oxygen in between the two for a second. Psh. Okay, we're here. We have arrived, everyone. And we did so with less than half of the hydrogen gone. So we actually don't even need one of those hydrogen tanks, in my opinion. All right. But we definitely need more ion thrusters. So I think I'm going to do this. I'm thinking we can go from 4 ion thrusters to 9. And that should help a lot. Well, that was nice. That was a nice trip. Oh, you know what? I remember now. I actually wanted to put a gravity generator right there so that we can just kind of walk up the wall. You know what? What if we were to actually place the gravity generator right there visible and then place like glass over it. I think I actually do want that to be the smoked kind. Yeah, like that. But we need to get all the factories flipped around now, so the asteroid factories need to be on, while the new one down below needs to be turned off. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Okay, gravity generator 13 is probably the one that I'm at right now. Yeah. So let's drop this down to 3. Yeah. And then these need to be tiny. Oh, yeah. So that's not right. It needs to be a little, I think it needs to be a little deeper than that. Just a thought. Oh, now that I think about it, it'd be a lot more efficient if it was up 1. That looks just about right. Okay. Oh, and I just realized I don't want that like that because I need some sort of something that'll let me walk up the wall. What if we did a small slope like that? Would that be good enough? Somewhat. There we go. So now I can walk around everywhere I want, but if I walk up the wall, no problem. Oh. Not quite. I thought I put one in here somewhere. Yes, I did. It's right here. So maybe this is causing my problem. Oh, it's all maxed out. Why is it all maxed out? I mean, the height should definitely not be anywhere close to that. Maybe like 25. So width can be more like that. Depth can be more like that at most. And then the height is just enough so that I can actually stand on the top of it. So now this should work a lot better. It's a little odd when you get up to the top. Okay, so maybe I actually do want it to extend up to here. Because otherwise we're at 0.05 gravity here. So we'll do a height just past the bottom of the floor. There we go. So let me hide all these gravity ranges. There's a little bit of a oddity when you walk past this, but that's okay because that's going to be a minor issue. So let's fix that. And we're going to call this one exit. And we're going to drop this back down to 6. There we go. So now we can walk around on here without any problem. This is perfectly normal. We get to here, we can walk right up the wall, and then we get to the top, and we can start walking like normal. And then we can flip over and enter the base. Beautiful. And when we're getting on the donut, perfectly fine. Well, I'd have to call that a pretty big success. I don't know about you, but I like it. I'm happy with it. I think we have a working elevator. I'll probably make another trip down and back again, just so I have one clean trip all the way without any mishaps and that kind of thing. And of course, more automation could be done, but at this point, I don't see the point, honestly. So I want to know in the comment section down below, I want you to tell me what you want to see done before the end of the series. Before I put this world away, what do you want to make sure I do? I'm already planning on doing a little tour and going back and, just using admin commands to find my way around, go back to my original base, to the moon base, to each one of the planets where I landed, kind of look at some of the stuff that happened and, just reminisce for an episode. But what else? What else do you feel is unfinished? And I know there's a lot of projects unfinished, and I'm definitely not going to promise to do all of them. But I want to hear your opinion on what did I totally miss over that I really need to do, that I can't end the series without that. And if a lot of people agree with you, then I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? So I want to know. I am also actively working on a way to have as many people possible join me for a party in the Cobalt Club. Now, it's still space engineers, which means that there is a limit to how many people can join me in a party in the Cobalt Club, but we're going to have to see how that works out. No promises, but I'm doing my best is what I'm going to say. And there's really not that much else to say right now. So, as always, hit that thumbs up button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.